In my previous videos, I've always got comments from people asking about my phone setup, including my wallpapers, icons, and just general customization that I have on my phone. I did a what's on my phone video last year, and since then a lot has changed. Not necessarily my setup, but I've switched phones, and so today I'll be going through my updated phone setup and hopefully answer those questions. Hey guys, what's up? This is Philip's Future. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, consider subscribing. Anyway, without further ado, let's get right in. Just a disclaimer, I use a OnePlus 8 Pro and most of the customizations does not require third-party apps, but you can still get this look on any Android phone via Nova Launcher. Kicking off with the lock screen, this is the classic stock OnePlus lock screen. Not much to customize here other than just the wallpaper that we'll get to in a second. Unlocking the phone, we get to the heart of this setup, the home screen. Here's where I'd say that I have a lot of customization going on, but not too much, as you can tell by just looking at it. I prefer a minimal look, which some of you might find boring, but that's just what I like. Starting with the wallpaper, this is a wallpaper from my custom wallpapers pack, the wallpapers that I designed by myself. So if you wanna grab it, I'll leave links down below the like button. Anyway, you don't need the same wallpaper as mine or the same setup, but if you're into this kind of setup, then let's move on. On the top of the home screen, I have a Google at a glance widget, and I like it not only because it fits in my home screen well, it also shows useful information like date and weather at just a glance. Below that is the Google Fit widget, and that is always the first thing I add to my home screen when I get a new phone. If you want it, make sure you have the Google Fit app installed. Then go to the widgets page by pressing and holding the home screen and tapping widgets. Scroll down and find the Google Fit's activity widget and drag it to the home screen. Just like that, you have it. I have it on my home screen because I can easily see my steps and heart points without even hopping into the app itself. Moving to the icons, I use the stock OnePlus round icons, and you can see that there are no app names on the icons, and that's because I have them turned off just to get this look. I have a bunch of folders in my home screen to keep things organized. The first one has essential apps that I don't go a day without using them, including Twitter, File Manager, Calendar, Calculator, and the Clock app. The second folder has my Photos app, Lightroom. I use this app and Snapseed to edit my photos, and I recommend them if you don't use them already. The next app is Instagram. We all know what that is. Spotify for music, even though I use Apple Music a lot. And lastly, the Gallery app that has all of my photos. The next app on my home screen is Apple Music, again for my music, and I have a video on why I think it's better than Spotify. So if you want to check it, I'll leave a link to it as well. Next is the YouTube Studio app that has statistics of my YouTube channel. And at the end, there's another folder with my Google apps. YouTube, Play Store, Gmail, Google Drive, and Auto Music app. I like this music app because it has a clean UI, and it's even a great alternative to Google Play Music since it was discontinued. On the dock, there's the Dialer app, Camera, and yet another folder that has my most used apps. Inside that folder is Google Chrome for browsing, Microsoft To Do app that essentially does the same thing as Keep Notes, but I use them for different purposes. I use Keep Notes to plan for my YouTube videos. I can draw and visualize how I want my thumbnails to look like, and it's just better for adding short notes. The next app on the dock is my Messages app, and lastly WhatsApp, and that's everything on the first page. On the next page, there's that Microsoft To Do Tasks app widget on top, and here I can quickly add a task or even mark it as done from the home screen without even opening the app. Below that, I have the Google Calendars widget that has my reminders and goals, and that's it. On the last page, I have a clock widget, and that's all. Lastly, on the left side of my home screen, I have the Google Discover page, and here is where I find articles that honestly, I only read titles and a few lines, but anyway, it's just there. That's pretty much my home screen setup. I could go to the app drawer, but that will take so much time. Anyway, let me know what you think about my home screen setup and let's have a chat. Lastly, hopping into the launcher settings, I've also disabled the option to add new apps to the home screen to always keep it clean every time I install a new app. I also have the option to display the quick settings when I swipe down from anywhere in the home screen. Below that, I have the double tap to lock option turned on and the option to have an app drawer instead of apps cluttering all over my home screen to keep it clean. Anyway, that's it. Hope you found it helpful. Tweet me your setups on Twitter at PhilipsFuture and let's see what your setup looks like. Thanks for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed and I will see you in the next video. Anyway, goodbye guys, and most of all, stay safe.